Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Payoff Pitch. I'm your host, Paul Valley. We're doing episode 6 now, so let's get into it again. There's a main reason why I wanted to do a show today. I'll get to that in a bit, but I'll just go over a few things of note right now. Yovani Gallardo making his first start down at the park for the O's today, hon. Yovani Gallardo. He's going to make his first start for the Orioles today. And Rich DeBroff, it's Gallardo, not Gallardo. I don't know how he went 6 weeks of spring mispronouncing this guy's name, but Gallardo, not Gallardo. Yovani, he's coming off that 5-inning, 1-hit performance against the Braves to end his grapefruit season. So, he's going against the Twins tonight. We saw Chris Tillman he only went 2 innings because there was 2 rain delays, so they didn't want to come out there and have him throw again after sitting for over an hour. But Tillman looked really good. He was touching 94, 95 regularly with his fastball. He faced 6 batters, no hits, no runs, no walks. Struck out the last 5 batters he faced. Now, I'm big about tempering your enthusiasm because I've seen Tillman cruise in the game before, and then in the 4th or 5th inning, he throws 30-some-odd pitches and gives up 3 or 4 runs. So I'm going to temper it a little bit, but you have to be impressed and you have to be excited about what kind of season he could have. Like we talked about in shows past, he definitely showed up in some pretty good shape to camp this year. So, he's hoping that this continues. With Gallardo, again, 49% ground ball rate. Hoping he goes out against what I consider to be a weak Twins lineup with the exception of a few players. And hopefully he goes out there and follows suit and, the Orioles get a win today. The main reason, though, that I wanted to do this show, and I've been hearing about it for the last, 15 hours or so, last night the Blue Jays lost on a play that a lot of people have a problem with. So if you watched the playoffs last year when the Mets were playing the Dodgers, Chase Utley slid into second base pretty hard, went past the bag, took out Ruben Tejada, and broke his leg. And so the big problem there is they initially suspended Utley for 2 games for this season. They reneged on that. But then they created a rule where you have to slide straight into the bag. I don't like the rule. A lot of players don't like the rule. A lot of analysts don't like the rule because breaking up a double play is part of the game. It's absolutely part of the game. But they want people to be safe. It's like all the, hitting a defenseless receiver penalties that you see in the NFL now. They want the game to be safer. Nick Markakis and the Braves had a serious gripe. I think that the rule should be that as long as you stay in contact with the bag, it's not a bad play. There's nothing wrong with it. Markakis on opening day slid to the side of the second base bag. He went through it. I can't remember if he maintained contact with the bag with his arm, but he went in to break up a double play, and even though the guy at first was safe, they called him out because Markakis didn't abide by the new slide rule. What Jose Bautista did last night, slide rule or no slide rule, with replay, they should have both been called out and the game should have ended like it did anyway, and I'll tell you why. The slide itself I don't really have a problem with. He did go past the bag and didn't maintain contact. The problem I have is when he did the slide, he reached out and hooked the shortstop's ankle, trying to mess up the throw. You can slide in and pop up and get in the line of the throw. I don't have an issue with that. And I don't think any umpires have an issue with that either. He blatantly went and tried to grab the guy's leg to disrupt the throw. Do I think that disrupted the throw? No. I think the guy would have thrown the ball away regardless because he was hurried. But it's just like back in the playoffs when the Yankees were playing the Red Sox and A-Rod was running down the first baseline and he smacked the first baseman's glove and knocked the ball out of the glove. You can't do that. You can't smack the ball out of the glove. You can't hook a player's leg or arm and stop them from throwing the baseball. That is why I think he should have been called out regardless of the new slide rule. I don't like the new slide rule. I think it's dumb. I think breaking up a double play is part of the game. But it is a rule. And even though there's shades of gray with it, with breaking up a double play these days, I honestly believe that the guy they should have called the double play anyway, just because Bautista blatantly grabbed the guy's leg. You can't complain about when you do something you're not allowed to do. So that's all I want to say about it. I keep hearing everybody piss and moan over it, and it's like, enough. He grabbed the guy's leg. He should have been called out. The game should have been ended, and it was. So, all right. Until next show, go O's. See you guys.